Hello friends, it's me, Ichota. I thought today I would do something a little different, a little detour from all the healing information I talk about, and I thought I would give you a tour of where we've been staying in our temporary space while we are looking for a house. You know, we got out of the RV. You all already know this. If you watch my videos, you already know this. I just wanted to give you, I told you I was going to give you a tour. So I'm going to give you a tour.
Thought I'd start at the prettiest part. So the prettiest part, excluding the floor of this, is the tree growing up through the house. This is a ficus tree. And then the windows. So this is the lower level. So I guess technically the basement, sure. But the atrium windows go all the way up. I'll show them to you. They go all the way up to the upper level. You can see that there's the potential for, that's their master bedroom, and they could have that open. I don't think in the 20 years they've been here they've ever opened those doors. But, and if we come over here, you can see the stairs going up to the upper level. And I'll just sort of pan over. Sorry for all the movement. And you can kind of see up. That's all around like that. And then when you look back down, this is our level. On our level we have the floor of the garden, which we have had to cover up. This right here is the Zen garden. It's white sand underneath and a statue and some little figurines. But Pendleton thought that's the best litter box I've ever seen. And we covered that up. And then he thought under the stairs seemed like a good option since we had covered up that. So we covered up under the stairs. We covered up basically all the dirt that we could that was uncovered with what we had. As you can see, he has gone in there. Anyway, so that's what we have covered up. Pendleton likes the stairs as a cat perch, particularly these stairs as a cat perch, because he likes to peek through. He thinks it's awesome. So that is the garden. As you can see, there's a piano. And this is the back door that I use to go in and out. Because we don't have like all our stuff here, we just have everything we had in the RV because we thought we'd be in the RV for like 3 months. So most of our actual stuff is in storage still in Wisconsin. And this is the view out the back. It's all woods. Beyond the woods you can actually see like over there you can see the streets, and then like up there you can see people's houses and stuff. And the backyard is a steep drop down into the woods, but there are deer in those woods. I haven't seen any, but I think right now they're not hanging out because it's too cold outside. Alright, so coming from this angle, we have our yoga ball. That's important. My son loves to bounce on the yoga ball. Okay, we have the rebounder, my rebounder. All of Muffins' toys, Pendleton's toy. If we turn this way, it is the bathroom. That's not particularly exciting. I'm not going to show it to you. We keep our towels outside because we have so much stuff in the cabinet. This door, that's a linen closet that we never use because it's full of our in-law stuff. And then this is unfinished area of the basement where there's a bunch of storage stuff and our refrigerator. If we pan this way, this is the bedroom, which you can hear the IQ air filter running, but I'm not going to open the door because my son is asleep in there. This is a fake tree, but it's nice. This is just what it always looks like. This is our lived-in space. And so we don't actually use these sofas very much for anything else other than like I put the laundry on here to fold it and fold the laundry. And sometimes we sit here, not often. That's where I feed Pendleton, so Muffins can't reach it. That's Pendleton's cat perch that I built. This is a giant TV that's so huge and it's so black and it sucks the light out of the room, so I put tablecloth over it. It's not plugged into anything, no one uses it. This is my son's new gaming computer that he got for Christmas. And this is where he hangs out and sits. His lemon water's all ready for him when he wakes up. He keeps teenager hours. That's my camera bag. This is hats and gloves, and this is currently where I have like extra dishes and pots and pans that we're not able to use right now. This is the mantle. I have the medical medium books. It's an old Elf on the Shelf that our in-laws got for our younger cousin, and we found it and thought it was funny, so we put it out for Christmas, but we only put out the box. We didn't actually put out the Elf on the Shelf. That's some Lego that my son built for Christmas. That is our first son, Quinn. These little angel figurines are my mother-in-law's, and I put them near Quinn. This is the nativity that I made for Christmas. Baby Jesus is missing. I don't know where it is. And that's the angel that I made. This is an angel that we found in a thrift store. I know that looks like the baby Jesus she's holding, but it's a bigger version. It was version 1, and it was a little too big for Mary's arms. So I made version 2. This is my aloe plant. Little aloe. Aloe made babies. I love it. Come over here. This is where I sit. This is my little table and my computer and my chair with my Hug-A-Pug pillow. The reason the chair is covered up is to protect it from Pendleton. He just can't resist the chairs. That's my needle felting stuff right there, and a bunch of my sewing stuff. And then these are just office supplies and our printer, like stuff we had in the RV. The lamp belongs. The lamp and the art belongs here. It's our in-laws. And then this table is where my husband sits, and he uses my son's old gaming laptop because he games too. And it's just always a mess like this because we don't really have a lot of places to put stuff. Over behind the fan there is my dream journal and my back scratcher. And chairs that are covered up with rugs because Pendleton. And this is Muffins' chair. Hi, Muffins. Oh, her so cute. Hi, sweet girl. This is Muffins' chair. There's a pillow underneath what she's laying on, and then we put a blanket over it, and she was like, thanks. So she sleeps on this all the time when she doesn't have someone to sleep next to. She prefers the snuggling of the human. But, yeah. But when there's not a human to sit next to and snuggle with, she will go to this chair. Okay, the kitchen area. Oh, there she goes. Back to sleeps. That's our little pet watering fountain. It's ceramic and it was on sale during Black Friday, so I got it for them. Okay. These are air filters that my mother-in-law set up. They're hers, and she set them up to help clear the air for me to be safe in this house. This room, and what's in here, because we don't use it, but it can be aired out. This, oh, it's a little musty in here. It's a little musty, but it can be aired out. And it doesn't make me cough, but oh man, I do feel it on my face. So that's what's in this room. RV batteries, my husband's toys, a pool table, and yeah, and some fishing rods, and a treadmill, and a church pew, and some must. So that's what's in here. And Pendleton, who's now going to live in here because I'm closing this door. Here are some Berkey refill filters and our Vitacost order. Haven't unpacked it yet. This is where we keep our coats. And this is a view into the kitchen. That's our toaster oven. These baking sheets I always keep here because the oven upstairs we can bake stuff in. There's our Instant Pot. Those are all my spices and seasonings. Here's my papaya, the one I haven't eaten yet. And there's the Berkey filter. Down here, extra Vimergy, more extra Vimergy, and 2 bins of herbs for teas, and that's some extra raw honey. We do not, because this isn't our space and it's a temporary space, we don't have necessary places to put everything, so this is just how we do it right now. That's my Vimergy basket with which I use to refill the organizers. Bananas that definitely need to go in the freezer because they're very ripe. Overripe, or be made into some kind of something banana baked. This is where we keep extra fruit. We used it in the RV and we just brought it in here because it's a good place to have extra fruit and vegetables. That's our citrus drawer. This is currently mangoes and grapefruits and apples, onions, cherry tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and extra bulk herbs and spices. Then, sorry there's not very good light here, but we have this cart that we found in their office. So over here is all our recycling. That one's paper, that one's just spinach containers, and that one's plastic and glass. And that's our trash. These are just, extra stuff. And there's our supplement containers, foods, our Cocoa Jack that we don't get to use very often. And if I turn around, here is the kitchen from this view. There is a little mini fridge, which I love because the walk to the big fridge is a walk. And so it's nice to be able to keep little things in here. And I often keep the celery on top of the mini fridge. And also on top of the mini fridge is a compost bin. So we don't have an official compost bin. What we do is we put the compost, we throw it out in the woods right now. We figure, it will break down and possibly the woodland creatures might enjoy it. Birds and whatever. And raccoons and whoever's back there. This is where I hang my lone strainer, the big strainer, because it's somewhere to put it. Here's our little, this is a wet bar, so this is our dishwashing sink. This is where we wash all our dishes. I got some juicer parts soaking. You can see these jars we use to refill the Berkey. It's just kind of where we have to store them. A full dish drainer. More countertop. Oh, my celery juice. Yes, please. It's my honey bear, full of the raw honey. That's my celery juice. There's some cilantro for later. There's my Omega juicer. One of them. The one we're using right now. There is my Vitamix. If you pan up, this, because it's a wet bar, right? Like that's supposed to be for wine, but I use it for wraps. And then that's our dry erase board grocery list / just notes. And then we've got stuff up here, garlic, dried goods, dried fruit, barley grass juice powder, supplements for the dogs and us, Dulce, whatever. And I don't know if you want to see what's in my cabinets, but I'll show you. I don't feel like that's very exciting, but glasses, dog treats,
extra powders, barley grass juice and spirulina. And up top, Siete chips. And up top, on the other side, there's no shelf up through there. So up top on the other side is a tin where we keep the animal treats. Down below, I feel just like this is not exciting, but okay. That is a mix of water and vinegar, because that's what we clean with. I think there's some hydrogen peroxide and, you know, extra sponges. There's my gloves. I think he's got paper towels back there. This is where we hang our towel. Animal food. Exciting. In the drawers. I have lids. Lids for everything. It's a nice big drawer, so it holds a lot of lids. Nothing. For some reason. I could put the animal treats in there. I have a drawer of extra heads for my scrubby brush. I don't know if I'm going to keep using this though. I'm not entirely thrilled with it. And I'm concerned about what it might be made of. Anyway, teas, spices, whatnot. And then we have flatware, the bamboo flatware, measuring cups, twist ties, got a little bowl of twist ties, more flatware. These are for noodles, making noodles out of veggies, cucumbers, and there's tea bags, miscellaneous. My tiny funnel for refilling my supplements that don't come from Vimergy, because I buy them in the 32-ounce mason jar size from their website, and I refill them. That actually reminded me of something I wanted to note about the sink. This is a little bar sink, and it came with, this is what was in there before, but obviously this does not catch food very well, and there is not a garbage disposal or carburetor in this sink, so we needed something that catches all the little food. And so I bought this, and it's not very clean right now, sorry. But we bought this little strainer thing, and that's what we keep in the sink. Works very well. Okay, in the other drawers, I have my cloths, I got my towels, I got my napkins, and then back there, behind the napkins, I have my dishcloths, things that I use to wipe counters and wash dishes and stuff. And then, you know, scissors, can opener, whatever. Collapsible funnel that I never use. And then in this drawer, parts for the NutriBullet, my hand blender, a flashlight that, actually that's not ours. But I left it in there because it's handy to have. Sandwich bags, sink parts, whatever. And then these cabinets have mostly dry goods. Almond flour, arrowroot starch, extra salt, things I don't use actually very often. And the other one has dishes. And then below there, oof. All right, we got some more dry goods that I like never use the stuff in here. My husband and son like these. And more stuff. Nori and lentils and stuff. Honestly, I almost never open these except for dishes. Okay, so that's my kitchen. This is the view from here. I do like at least that this wet bar does have the feature of a wet bar where it's open.
so I don't feel like I'm closed and locked in a little room. There's my Berkey. Our water. Right, so what's behind this door, you may be asking? Because I didn't say. And it is an office, and I cannot go into it, and I can't even have that door open because it's very musty in there. There's a humidor in there for my father-in-law's cigars, and I think it makes it really musty, and anytime that door is open even slightly, I start coughing. So we don't go in there. Then there's this door that I also didn't say anything about, and that is a closet where we stored all of everything that we took out of the bar. Not everything, all the dishes are upstairs and stuff, but this is what was in the bar. There was a lot of alcohol and even some snacks, like old snacks. They have not been even used this area or been down here in like 2 years. And so we put all the kind of stored stuff in here. The stuff was sitting up on the bar. Lots of alcohol. Lots of alcohol. So that is what is in that room. And it would make like a decent pantry, you know, if like somebody actually put a real kitchen down here and stuff. Thank you so much for watching my tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about anything, let me know about any of the spaces, or if I forgot to talk about anything. I don't think I really talked very much about where our refrigerator is, or really showed that area, because it's really a lot of storage and it's cluttered back there. One of the projects we want to do is to clean it out, so maybe when we clean it out I'll show you that. Maybe, we'll see if we get to it. Anyway, still looking for houses. So now you see the space we're in. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up below. You can subscribe to my channel if you ding that subscribe button over there and hit the bell next to it if you want to be notified when I post a new video. I will resume my regular content. This was like a little fun detour tour. And remember to always stay curious. I am always wishing you blessings on your continued healing journey, and I will see you next time, friends. Bye-bye.